Anyways.
So, now I'm going to go off topic again with the next country. We also happened out there in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And what's going on with the Afghan people? And, they had to worry about the Taliban and ISIS. Before we get to this whole thing with ISIS and stuff, how do you know that ISIS disappeared? And every time politicians come back and doing some kind of major event, ISIS disappeared again. Like, what happened to ISIS was so strong, but it was dangerous country, they disappeared for a while. You really don't talk about it out of nowhere, they just pop back in the camera. It's ISIS is back. Like, how do you just keep popping up? We don't need to decide something needs to go there. Like, what is going on, bro?
That's just shit.
It's weird.
I mean, it's an organization.
It's an
organization.
organization.
But it's like, they're organized and they're looking for the hints. I'm guessing.
Hey guys, you heard next week. That's a good time to come out. He's trying to get a little exposure, a little kill,
I bet that's
but
how
they
it is.
actually took over the country.
That's weird.
It was ISIS the ones that took over?
Wait.
I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up. I don't want to be.
I don't think that's
I don't think they're.
But
we don't know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
What we're talking
I
about.
don't think they're the same.
I do know it's the Taliban. I don't think ISIS is the same.
Yeah, they're different.
You can look at that and find
It's
out.
ISIS and the Taliban the same thing.
They're like, yo, I call it the Google Sources.
Don't be stupid. The Taliban. She said that's not nice. I guess I was being racist.
That's not nice?
Yeah. That's serious.
No, I can hear me when I said don't be stupid.
Oh, I'm about to say, this is New York. Like, what the freak? We got into a deep ass country right there.
What the hell?
We're going to ask you that. When you think about it, the Taliban in less than 4 days took over that same country once Americans decided they was going to leave. Now, Biden said, let's be real.
Yeah.
People might get a little upset. I wasn't mad at Biden in one way. He said, let's get our troops home.
Which is good.
They've been over there for over 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
20 years over here fighting for you guys.
What's the point, though?
It says news, ISIS-K, Islamic State, the Taliban, and Al-Qaeda. So I'm
That's
guessing
3
that
different groups?
It's 4
Or they're
different
one?
different
groups, they all like one major, they're connected somehow.
Exactly. It's like I guess that they're similar, but they're terrorist organizations, but they're different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So,
That's why I'm not sure.
Hey,
I'm
I'm
not gonna start reading it now.
Somebody, yo, preach point to about Taliban.
Yeah. He's being ignorant. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
How about this?
I don't.
It doesn't matter which one it is. They both out there killing people. How about that?
Yeah, exactly.
All about it is that in less than 4 days, like I said, Ruben, Biden took the soldiers out of the country. They've been there for over 20 years, protecting the country, protecting the people. Then Biden said in the news, the Taliban people got enough weapons. They got over 300,000 people that can fight back. And they're trained enough to defend themselves. In less than 4 days, these guys came over there, kicked their ass, had the people scared, getting no players trying to escape the country. They showed videos. We should get videos.
Oh yeah, holding on to the plane. You're gonna die. You're not gonna make it. How are you gonna make it?
Like,
the altitude, you're not gonna breathe in that altitude. First of all,
exactly.
Now, what's scary is remember that deja vu, because over 100 years ago, that actually happened the same exact way. The same country jumped on a plane trying to escape. Same exact pictures. 100 years later, it happens again. Now, I don't know what you call that.
Yeah, that's like shit.
Like, how do you go through something again? I mean, you say, hey, I guess it's that time again.
But you know what they say? What goes around comes around, right?
Good.
Okay.
Now,
so listen, Biden
the females out there protesting every day, trying to hope that they have some equal rights.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! You seen the fucking laws that they're gonna make? You seen that shit? You saw the whole list?
I seen some. I didn't see all.
I can't even remember. It was so much shit that I was just reading it. I wasn't even like trying to memorize. I was just fucking disgusted and fucking impacted by the whole thing. That they couldn't go outside without a man. That's happening now. They couldn't be near a window of their own house because the man of the house doesn't want the man from outside seeing his wife.
Crazy.
That type of fucking bro. Like,
and you know, now this is what this
and it's passed down from
generations. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful because I can't attack them for their laws because of the hereditary laws they have in their generation that continues to tell them this is the system, this is what it is. They need strong male leaders that are willing to be able to change that because a female's not going to be allowed to speak and make those laws change. It's going to take that. But it's going to take men. It's going to have other men, soldiers willing to defend him. And I'm talking about with weapons because you know they're gonna play that. You're gonna change the law. Then they told the females that after 7th grade they can no longer get an education.
7th grade.
Seventh. They said that's
Seventh
they said the Western way, which we are in the Western world, way of thinking doesn't help the females on our side. It's the wrong ways of teaching these girls. Teaching them what? To be educated, they're supposed to defend themselves and out-educate your ass to get themselves situated so they don't have to be in that struggle no more?
I can see how people, like toxic people, just make out the most ridiculous excuse to be wicked.
Bro!
That's controlling like their mind and everything, bro. Like you can't really do crap for
Again,
yourself.
females in America, if you really think you're going through a lot, man, I'm telling you, you ain't going through what some of these countries
Nah,
are.
that's fucking hard. I don't wish that on nobody. Absolutely nobody. To be suppressed like that?
Yes.
Hell no.
Now, when Biden said that he took his soldiers out of Afghanistan, there were still some soldiers that was left.
Yeah.
And those soldiers ended up getting killed. And they went, those people was attacking Biden, and I can understand that. You said, protect my children, and now they're dead.
Yep.
And Biden said, we did everything we could. You promised the people was out. You didn't keep your promise, the soldiers are dead. Now, can I guilt Biden 100% for that? No, that's not him. It's his words. It's military tactics. It's other people that's involved that have to get that job get done. He's just a president saying his words. So I can't fault him. He didn't get it done. Biden didn't get it done. No, the guys that was supposed to do the job that was in those fields didn't get it done. There's a difference. Biden is just a person that's speaking about it. The guys that's supposed to do the job are supposed to go over there and make sure they got the job done and take the people home. Now, those soldiers got killed. For what? For trying to get out of the country. Then you realize you help those people and you brought them here to America as many as you can, and you gave them refuge, you helped them, you gave them camps and whatever they needed, and you gave them support. Is there any wrong in that? There's some sense in that. You help the people. I see no wrong with that. We spent our money. This got worse. I don't know if y'all heard that somehow accidentally.
I love that word.
We left somehow the Taliban with millions of weapons, guns, tanks, military, artificial missiles.
Oh, that's no accident, baby.
That we
That's
got
not
over there. We
accident.
didn't get to take it back with us.
Bro,
2 hour enemies.
Biden had already
Dude.
talked to them like months before that the trade that happened. He had already talked to the people over there, so they're like, "Oh, okay, let me organize my shit."
Like,
Oh, y'all done? Hello. Like, it only makes sense that if you tell them in advance, they're gonna have more time to plan it. And I mean, I guess if it happened all of a sudden, they would have done the same shit 2 months later.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, they have more.
What you gonna say?
I feel like they were more
Like all
organized.
those weapons, from what I heard, 'cause I was watching this news conference.
Yeah.
I think I don't remember his rank or whatever, but he's like chief,
Big
like,
dog, yeah.
commander, whatever. Yeah, he called a shot. You know what I'm saying? And he was basically saying that all those weapons got destroyed. So
Hell no.
that, so I don't know if it's like a cover up or he's trying to make it.
No.
Seem
Destroy
like,
her.
exactly. So I don't
Millions
know.
of weapons, yes.
You don't know what to believe.
Destroyed.
Exactly.
What do you mean destroyed? They got painted
You
over
left
there.
tanks. Look, you left tanks and missiles and guns, highly explosive weapons to the same people that you don't want to have the weapons, so they can terrorize people that you want to get help. But these same soldiers gonna fight back against these guys.
I guess they had no choice. I guess
They don't say it's a setup. This is how I look at it. Let's give these bad guys a weapon so we can have a reason to go to war with them. Because if we don't live with this stuff, we can't have a war. If we take everything away, it's all peaceful. We
They
need a
had
war.
weapon of mass destruction.
Now- So yeah, anything else to say about Afghanistan before I go to the next country? Anybody has anything else to say? No.
I want just to add something. I saw a news anchor over there. He was speaking in the language. I don't know what he was saying, but just the fucking image of him giving the news, and you can see him fucking nervous, and his voice is shaking.
I would too.
But here's the thing that I didn't mention. There's lined 11 Taliban's AKs. They're in the TV. They're there. You say some wrong shit? Yeah. That's how they live in, and it's not. We forgot about that shit for a second, and it's like they still living like that right now.
You know what we need to do?
That's
You know what we need to do, America? I said right here, Preach Bar Show. Let's
Let's
teach journalists how to have secret languages that they understand, so that when they go to other lands and they do their
Don't
talking,
say it so they can.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say.
Anyways,
If you figure that out, you get what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Burger
You can
King,
really
yeah.
do some things to actually protect them and get some information out there. I'm just saying.
That's
You don't
a
take
great
a rocket
idea.
scientist.
That's a great
I
idea,
have to spend all your tax money to
That's a
figure that
great
out.
idea.
That's a great idea, but it won't work.
What?
A Taliban can take a course. A course.
Oh, yeah. They
True.
were living in your country.
Yeah.
Just to help them,
Okay.
you know. Just
They
to
could
learn
pay
the secret.
somebody $20,000. Oh, $20,000. Yeah, I'll show you. No doubt.
Get my point. Just figure out a way.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get to the next country. Now, like I said, America helped Afghanistan out. We protected those people as best as we can. We got home. And then all of a sudden, somewhere about 2 months ago, maybe less than that, out there in Haiti had hit with an earthquake about 7.2, something like that. Hundreds of lives hurt, death, damages, millions of dollars of damages. President assassinated. And these people are like, what are we going to do? We have no leader. Our country's in turmoil. We got an earthquake. We have no place to sleep and food. And we decided we're going to come to the great land of America to get help. And we're going to go over there. We got to find a place spot in Del Rio, Texas. And we're going to park over a bridge that we was actually picked in and locked in and said we can't go no further past this line. And you got maybe about 30,000 people just sitting right in that one area for days, waiting for food, waiting for help, waiting for guidance to get them whatever they need asylum so they can be in this great country we call America, so they can get the same help that what other countries got. And America did what America does best to Haitian people. What they do best?
I would try. My mind went south.
You see how I got there? What they do best?
Yeah.
We do what we've always done to Haiti. Treat them as the underclass, keep the bottom. This goes through our history since the 1700s. We've been treating Haiti like that for crap. Haiti actually helped out America years ago, and hundreds of years ago, and this country actually helped America keep a lot of its states. We want to get deeper to that. Haiti had a whole lot of money and riches that was stolen from them, and then sent over to other countries to have them get the money. Haiti got a whole long history that they get mistreated for a long time because they rebelled against the Western ideas, and because of that, America and other countries been treating Haiti like crap for years. And America just proved that again, but not giving a crap about it. I'm gonna get deeper into what's happened out there, but anybody, talk about it. You know,
Man, I feel bad for those, you know, like my Haitian brothers and sisters out there because that's crazy. And I think I'm just gonna be real. I think it has a lot to do with race. You know.
Oh no, not America.
No.
No, that's a lie.
Yeah.
There's no way this great
So,
country, whatever.
You know, like it's we're in 2021, bro. Like you said, 21st century, right? Like, and you would think like this whole racist thing would be like long gone, but it's not. Like every day is the same shit. You know, like they should.
It's getting better. It's just that
we think it's getting better.
No.
But it's wait,
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Go ahead. I want to hear this.
50 years ago, black people were getting hanged on trees.
In
No.
2021?
Oh,
That's
yes. But way more more often.
Yeah.
So it's getting better.
No,
Yeah.
it's not getting better. It's just not being covered.
Oh,
You know, that's the thing.
It's getting more covered now. We got
Yeah.
iPhones.
A lot of stuff.
That's my point. We got iPhones.
I think we're
we got,
trying to say the same thing.
I don't think so.
Yeah. We're saying basically the same thing, man. Like,
it's,
What are you saying?
it's like it's still happening. The same thing is still happening, right?
Right.
It's just that like now it's being covered more.
Oh,
Yeah. So we're seeing more of it.
Exactly.
We're seeing more of
it.
we're seeing more racism.
but
We're
at-
seeing
but
more
at
of
the
it. But
same
there's
time-
not actually more of
Wait,
it because
at-
more people are being aware.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
More
at the
people-
same time, though, like I don't think a lot of things are being covered on the news.
Oh hell no! Yeah, no.
oh, you definitely not.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of like killing, like you mentioned earlier off here, like a lot
The
of stuff.
Philadelphia
Like,
thing.
you know, like a lot of stuff going on that we have no idea what's going on. You know, so
Yeah.
like,
It's not big.
but back to this like whole Haitian like
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's sad. It's sad, man. Because like I don't even know what they're going through. But
They
like,
needed help, and like I said, the stories are going to get worse in this podcast.
You know.
I got some more deeper stories to talk about, but Afghanistan, I do not doubt that they need help. I'm glad they got help. Lord bless them. They got help. They got out of it, and they needed help probably more than the Haitians. I don't know. The Haitians probably need more help than them. I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is don't treat one race differently because they're classified as Caucasian. Now, I'm not gonna go there right now, but in America, people from Afghanistan is considered Caucasian of the ethnic race.
Yeah.
But in the Asian country, they're considered South Asian or Asian or other things. So it's funny how it works, depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
So when you're classified as Caucasian, nothing against white folks, I got love for white folks, but you get protected more because of the ethnic group you fall under.
Yeah.
And because Haitians don't fall in that group,
You got a sticker on your face.
and it's like Haitians are so worshiping, godly, loving people. And there was one girl that said this, and I know she might get in trouble for it, but she said, Haitians, y'all pray a lot. Y'all pray more than probably most a lot of races. She said, but all that praying hasn't changed anything. You think you can stop praying? That's not a thing that you should do. What I'm just saying is a thought.
You gotta do stuff.
You feel me?
God,
Like,
whoever He is, He sent boundaries and rules into the universe. He created math. He created gravity, gravitational pull.
Yeah.
He created all of this. I can't just say I'm gonna pray that I will start flying and get wings out that are extend 7 feet wide and start flying.
Yeah,
You can't just expect. There's some actual boundaries, and there's like everything is possible with God. I can't run the world around 3 times in 3 seconds.
You know, I think
I'm not saying. I'm not like debunking God.
Yeah.
I'm saying yes, God will help you, but you gotta do this shit. Okay, how are you gonna do it? Are you studying black holes? Are you experimenting with light speed? What are you doing? You can't just come on, God, please, I want it. You can't just come on.
You gotta work for it.
You gotta work for it. You gotta. He'll help
Faith
you.
without work. Say it again.
He'll help you.
Faith without work is dead.
Thank you.
So he'll knock on the door. You gotta open it.
Yeah.
So back to the Haitian thing. Now, I'm not gonna say it's 100% accurate. I'm not gonna say it's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
But the photos that they showed, these horses, the horses, they say there's not where they call it something else. That horses they use on horses, some kind of whatever, some kind of
Whatever it is, but it's some type of rope or whatever it is.
I didn't even know of that.
And
That's
it was
crazy.
swung. It was swung at some Haitian people.
Yeah.
But who were swinging?
Rangers,
Like Rangers,
Rain from
Like-
who? From
like-
US?
Yeah.
But why? In what
telling
country?
them they can't cross over some part of the water or cross over to a certain part of the land. Get back.
Yeah.
And they're swinging at them.
It was in Texas, right? Yeah, exactly.
In Texas. Oh
Yeah.
my
So-
God. So
Those
they're
are
having a
awesome
blast.
So it's not an image that you want to show America at a time like right now. Even if they didn't hit him,
Exactly.
that's not an image you want to show that
was
people
With
that think
fucking
help.
whips?
Yeah.
With fucking whips, horseback? They did that shit on purpose. They could have been. Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. With whips, you could. Bro, I'm just. The fucked up part is that somebody thought of this. Somebody thought of this and said, "Yeah, let's do it." They didn't know. Yo, hold up. This is. They like. You know how, because basically they're black. So you bring in a whip, horseback. Don't you think that something is wrong with that?
That's bringing back a lot of memories.
Obviously, yeah, obviously they did it on
So even if you
purpose.
didn't hit these people at all,
No, it's
Just
the
a-
fucking.
it's just the image
It's
that
the
you
metaphor.
get.
It's the similarity that they're trying to produce, and I bet they were wearing hats, radio hats, cowboy hats.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like I haven't even seen pictures of this. How do I
You
know
already
that?
know, exactly.
How do I know this?
Yeah.
It's it can be more efficient if y'all just stay in the. Y'all got little motorcycles, little ATVs,
yeah.
and with fucking pallet BB guns.
Yeah.
You can do it can be more efficient. Like, oh, we don't have BB guns, we have horses, and we got whips.
But I think the only way to stop like all this crap from happening over and over, years after years, like I don't believe in the whole violence and all that crap, but I think that's the only way to stop all this. It's not a good thing, but I think that's the only way, like for us as black people to come together and basically create a team, like an army, a black army, and fight.
Raise wars.
Fight for our rights and justice.
But without having to kill.
That's what our ancestors did.
That's what the ancestors did.
And that's how we're like allowed to
It's
be
gonna
here
a
today.
fucking bloodbath.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like it's hard to even imagine that, but
I
like
hope we don't ever go to a race war.
exactly.
But
But
yo,
I'm
it's
just
like
saying,
it's
you know,
that's
like
like,
being forced. It's like it's being forced.
Exactly.
Bro, a
If
race war?
you think how to be this paying it, it's like you're trying to force a race war.
yeah, I wouldn't want that to happen, but I'm just saying, like, it seems
I don't
like
like
that's
that.
the only solution.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
listen, I was talking about this at work today. Actually, if you do, okay, almost every single war, that's like we go to war, we fight over here, we fight over there, and what they end up doing is a treaty. And what is a treaty? They talk it out. They come to agreements.
yeah,
and it's like, I guess that the getting killed. I don't want all this death. So let me just get into agreement. But here's the thing, they gotta. If they in their minds they realize they're educated to know. First of all this killing is the killing that we're about to commit. Let's just ignore that. It's useless to lose lives over this shit. Let's just come to agreements. Let's respect each other, and let's see what we can do and work together. We're in the same world, living like
that's what you would do. I would do. He would do. But
exactly. But they don't.
that's in the perfect world.
Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You can see the riots, the Black Lives Matters movements, the Black Panthers. You can see Martin Luther King. You can see all this in the timelines leading up to down. The Black Lives Matter. It had way more white people.
Yeah.
Way more white people. Why? More white people are getting aware. Because even if they knew it back then, they weren't on the streets actually protesting. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here with you. Like, this is some bullshit. We got to do something.
Well, you know what? I'm with you. I like your speech. And I like what you're saying.
But here's the thing. We just got to be consistent.
Yeah.
We can see progress. Yes, it's gonna be fucking rocky because you got people shifting shit in different positions. So it's gonna be a rocky road. People are gonna die.
What we need is a room, a building, a coliseum, a big old stadium, group their races. Right?
Oh my god.
Hold up. Group them out. Hispanics here, blacks here, Asians here, whites here.
What I want to do is, if we put them all in the room, and we have a United Nations kind of table on the bottom, and we instead of no violence. But
I thought it was talking about violence. I was like,
a person can represent their race, and they have lists of all the questions, the main questions that people consider.
It cannot only be one person.
No.
It cannot only be one person. It cannot only be one person. Because one person cannot. It's just gonna go wrong.
Something like we should have more racist females, and then females as a whole are like yes, and then well, females are black, females are Hispanic females, and they have more money. Yeah, there's just a percentage chance of finding that Hispanic females make less of all female races in America, and they the least amount of money.
Maybe because and it depends from where you come. Because if you're here illegally, the people from over here, they're not entitled because they're paying you under the table. They can.
But I'm saying, so if you was an Asian person, you was a Hispanic person, and you both came from here illegally.
I don't know.
But you see what I'm trying to get to? Like you pick.
Oh, I see what
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's based on those things, those stats. Is what I'm saying. If there was a way to do that, and have people talking, then you could just describe the issues of a race, and everybody can finally the crowd go yeah, and make some kind of noise. You can agree, and hopefully.
Yeah.
But that's a reality that's not gonna happen. But I'm just saying that would be a great idea.
We can do it through Zoom.
Once again, tax money. But I'm saying, but let's get back to the Haiti thing because I'm talking a little bit. It was great talk. I'm gonna keep going deeper into this. Now, what crazy is America really didn't help the people out there in Haiti. There was some, don't get me wrong, but not the way they could have. The people that was in Texas. So the same people that hate in Texas, they told them they gotta go. You can't stay here. Those people left, and they started traveling towards Mexico. And then what happened when these people went to Mexico, another North American country? I ain't gonna get to it right now. They go over there, and the Mexican people not only welcomed them, they fed them, clothed them, gave them the stuff they need. They gave them so much that they have a documentary of Haitian people actually crossing back into Texas and giving it to American people and children. And one lady said, I saw American children in need, and they need help too. How kind of a heart you gonna have as Mexican people to help you in their country, but also as Haitian people to take the blessings you got from somebody else and then bless another country, the same country who denies you even any kind of help to come here. And nobody sees it as a problem. There's people that don't like Mexican people. There's people out there that don't like Mexican people that don't like immigrants. But it's like that country was willing to help. But America, you're not willing to help, and y'all don't see the fault of that? That's how I feel. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Wait, did you hear that we're supposed the U.S. is gonna run out of money by October? Do you hear that?
That's like every 5 years, man. Like
right.
Bro,
this was 2 years ago. They said the same thing.
Yeah. No. They said that the country was gonna go
by October 17th.
Lockdown.
Yeah, but that usually happens whenever it goes on lockdown. It's like it has a lot to do with like money being like whatever.
Okay, no.
So,
I knew that it wasn't gonna be a big deal,
No,
but here's the thing.
Yeah.
No. I know. But what I mean by that is that it's gonna get resolved.
Oh.
Yeah. But we're
so
trillions
blood
of
had to be
dollars.
shed for that one. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out.
We're trillions of dollars in debt, and it all started from fucking greed and stealing money, not using the money properly, and now we're already in debt, and now to pull more money to help the needy who are alive and are kind of eating, but we want them to have a better situation of living. The government doesn't look at that as a priority. They look at the army as a priority.
Right.
They look at getting paid for their services as a priority. They look at other shit, finding out if there's 150 genders as a priority, which is not. You can literally just say it. You can
lives.
Yeah, over lives.
Yeah, this is the thing.
There's a shift.
We got all this
and it's
problem, we got all this money we spending, like I said, stupidly, like you're saying right now.
misdistribution of money.
And even though the Haitian people got the help that they needed, my biggest problem is there was so many celebrities talking about helping Haiti. But outside of just black people, just
celebrities, a
Yeah,
lot.
your motherfucking ass wasn't out there helping out people in Haiti. You wasn't even helping anybody else yesterday. You wasn't helping nobody. All you
I mean, who's gonna go to
celebrity
Afghanistan?
status.
Who's gonna go to Afghanistan? You can't really go there. You can't really
go
go
there,
there.
but you know what I'm trying to say. Like,
I don't. I thought that's what you meant.
no, not go there, but I'm saying if they come to this country, you're still not willing
Oh,
to
okay.
do.
Oh, yeah.
What you say?
I thought you meant to
I
go
know people
with
gonna
it.
say it's not a celebrity's job. You're right, it's not their job. But don't go over there posting pictures and say free Haiti, how much we can help, and you got the money to help, and you ain't even trying. You can send toilet paper, you can send blankets. You know what I mean? They gonna hurt your body. You can use that as a tax write-off and get your money right back up the following year. Don't give me no bull crap. You can help people because you have the funds to do that.
Let me ask y'all. Every time that you see a homeless person in the street, do you give them money?
No,
Money?
no.
Sometimes.
Do you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
And that's not having money.
Huh?
That's not having money.
Yeah. But there's people that just don't do it because I give you money now and you're gonna
Waste it or do whatever.
Yeah, but
Buy drugs,
Yeah.
or whatever with it.
I saw a post. It was stupid. It was a stupid ass post. I don't think that person even thought about it. It said give $600 to a poor person and it's gone in a week. Give $600 to a rich person and he'll have $11,000 by the end of the year. That is ridiculously stupid because obviously the poor person needs to use it now to buy
Exactly.
food and shit, and the rich person can just sit on it because
I
he
call
can
it
afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Yeah, it's no
saying
need for
that, if you don't have that, I guess that the mentality that they have is like, if I do this, it's gonna be the same. So I'm not gonna have my comfortable life
Right?
that I fucking worked my ass off and I sweat and I bled through just so I can get it taken away, and for it not to be the same, to be the same. That's why there needs to be actual proof of improvement. Like the money has to go to some places that are actually gonna benefit this person. It's like buildings where they put refugees. You gotta start building more buildings. That probably is gonna.
And that's what they're doing. They got
I don't.
They're gonna build a giant tower to put all the homeless in one
Yeah,
building.
yeah, exactly. And they gotta keep doing that. And some people will be like, oh, so I work my ass off and I gotta pay for my house, and they just get to live there for free. Shut the fuck up. It's like it's a humane thing to do. It's a humane. Some people are homeless.
Humane. That's the problem. Nobody has no idea.
Yeah.
It's like
And you think that they should be living on the streets? Like, what kind of come on?
People don't think that.
That's the thing. Let's be better. Like, you wouldn't like to be living on the streets. No, because I worked my ass off and I went to college. Some people can afford college. Some people go to school and that's it. They graduate high school and they need a job now. They get the job. They can't really invest in going to school because they're trying to survive right now.
That's true.
Anybody who goes to college or online school, that's fucking great. But don't be fucking ignorant because somebody else doesn't go. Maybe even if they tell you, nah, I don't like college, I don't fuck with that. They probably are saying that as some defense mechanism. Some people, don't fuck with college and they try to do something else. Some people are they can't and they don't want to admit it. It's different shifts, it's different things that goes on in different lives.
It's down right now, and that shows. With all the stories we're talking about right now, and like I said, we saved the last story for last. I know really King go get into what he's talking about. He's gonna get too deep. You know, we're talking about deep.
No.
But I just feel like as humans, we forgot the value of being a human and what it means to be a human. Because when you get so in tune into your own life and what you got going on with your situation, your family, your friends, your career, and you forgot about all the other humans out there that needs help or that's struggling or they can't have the same advantages you have. And you start treating them like yesterday's newspaper, and you drive past people that's sick or somebody that gets beaten or killed or hurt. You're really human. No, we're not ants. We don't step on other ants. Well, actually, ants help each other out. So we worse than ants. We ain't willing to help each other. Ants pick up another dead body, people. I'm just saying.
It's because we're desensitized. Desensitized.
I think it's, bro, like social media and all that stuff. Like, we're so in tune with social media. Like, for example, today, right, Facebook was down, Instagram was down.
I was like, what the fuck?
I already know, bro. Like, a lot of people was like going crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, like, I need my Facebook. But, like, sometimes you got to take a break and get back into reality. Like, hey.
No, as a country, you should do that. Social media.
Yeah.
You want to talk about how much you care about
Exactly.
social media? Do a favor. You share on your social media once a week. Every once a
Exactly.
week, the same as that day.
Yep.
So people can really start,
doing stuff.
doing something
like,
more different than be on your phone or
like,
computer.
I mean, it's good to have social media, but like, as far as like, you need to just take a break and get away, do something else besides being on your phone.
I was shocked. I wasn't mad because I couldn't post. I was mad because I couldn't communicate. Like, I'm trying to test this guy, got the numbers.
Exactly. That was the only issue I had today.
So make sure you always have people's real phone numbers. People gotta have their numbers. So
I was gonna message you, well, not message, but I was gonna comment on one of your videos on YouTube and be like, yo, are we still going on tonight?
That was
But I was like, all right.
My chance to see it.
Yeah. I was like,
no, actually, no. I
you
haven't seen
can see it. It's YouTube. Yeah.
You're right.
So.
I don't know, it is. I can really say that should be out, but yeah.
Exactly.
Right. So, we're about to wrap this show up with some heavy stuff. We're going
Don't put me on the spot now.
Go deep into it.
No,
You ain't gotta go too deep into it, but break it down enough.
Just expanding on what caring about others and just basically speaking out on and acknowledging that we're not all living the same life. Some of our problems seem fucking stupid and even shameful, that we feel bad that we're having these problems, that we're getting so much like fucking stress about, oh my God, now I gotta, on my way here, I went out my house and I'm taking this road. It's never busy, and it's just it was just stopped. There was a hell of a line. I'm like, oh my God, and I'm like, because in my world that never happens.
Yeah.
And now it happened. It's like, oh fuck, Like I gotta deal with this shit. Now I gotta deal with this.
Traffic,
Oh no, and you know what it was? There wasn't no traffic, nothing. There was a car that burned. It wasn't on fire, but it burned, and there was like a patch of dirt where it was.
Yeah.
People were stopping to see that. Like
Oh,
they were
wow.
decreasing to see that.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I'm like, bro, y'all for real? Like this stupid. Just see it and keep going. Like,
See, before you get to your comments, I want to say one thing. I don't know if y'all know this. I know y'all both drove the highway. You ever drove the highway?
yeah,
you see
fucking
all the
busy,
traffic,
and
you
it's
got
just
this
a
traffic,
car
and
accident.
you find if a car accident, maybe a guy get a ticket. A
Yeah.
guy be fixing
And
the
it's
tires,
like this, bro.
and
Like,
everybody
I hate when that
stop.
crap
I'm
happens.
like, bro,
Yeah.
what are we stopping for? You know, actually, y'all stopping for.
Too many Puerto Ricans in the road, bro.
Yo,
Too many
people knows you. That's all. Yo.
Bro, I just fucking.
Oh, that's the
no,
worst.
bro.
I get mad. I'll be like, oh, I've been drunk for 2 hours. I hope I see something banging. So that gonna be a reason why I stop.
Exactly.
I'm expected to see officers just.
Yep, something. I'm waiting for something. I'm like, this is a good reason. I see
Yeah.
a car you fixing the tire. I'm like, and all of a sudden the traffic starts moving fast. I'm like, bro.
Wow.
Bro, the irritation to me. Like, who? I want to know who the first person that stopped. That's what I want.
But
Who's
here's
the
the
first person to break everybody?
here's the thing. And if you even if you had the car, even if you were the person that was changing the tire, or had the car crash and you're still alive, and you're gonna be sent to the hospital and they're gonna take care of you and that shit. In North Korea, I don't know if you're gonna get the video taken down.
Nah.
No.
I hope not.
No.
Because some people have like
Yeah.
in North Korea, the way I knew it was bad, I didn't know it was this bad. There's a woman called Jeonmi Park. Jeonmi Park. Yeah. Jeonmi. Her story is just fucking insane. I was telling y'all, but the way that you hear her talk about this shit is the problems that you have they're fucking here and she's over here.
Right.
Like it's just non-existent against all the shit that she had to see. I didn't tell you, she saw her own mother get raped in front of her because they were gonna rape her.
Ooh, wow.
This was when she was trying to escape the coyotes. I don't know how you like the people that traffic people through coyotes. Yeah, I said it in Spanish. I think it was when she was trying to go from North Korea to China. Those said, "Oh, you look nice. I'm gonna have sex with you." She didn't even know what sex was, and her mother got in front of her, and they raped the mother. Later on, she got raped too. And that's not even okay. Women get raped over here. Don't worry about that. In North Korea, there's no food on the streets. There's like no food. If there's food, there's not a lot of it. Rats are eating dead kids. Live kids are eating dead rats. They're eating rotten meat off. Yomi Park, she was looking for bugs for food. Eating bugs. The man over there, the average height is 4'11", 4 feet and 11 inches. That's just 5 feet. That's the average. That's below the average woman in the
That way the
U.S.
president looks tall.
Bro, like that's
Short ass, man.
Wow.
bro, like it's just ridiculous. And this man, Kim Jong-un, is overweight. He weighs like 300 pounds. He's like 5 feet tall.
He's good, huh?
Mm.
Well, everybody else stars. What a great leader.
Bro, and it's just being 300 pounds and being 5 foot.
That's way overweight.
That's like a whole.
Like,
How can he though? I don't think he could stand like that. People, it's just the fucking regime that they're under. I just want to say everything that I can remember. Let me just say, they need the regime orders them to give them a certain amount of weight of poop and shit every year.
wow.
If
You
you
mean
don't,
we got poop collectors?
yes.
Bro,
And they use it as compost for their trees and nature and whatever. And some people,
Human poop.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Never in my life,
No, yeah. It
Learn
happens.
something
It
new
happens.
every day. You know?
What was I saying?
Yeah. Human poop.
Human poop. Yeah. So, some people come into other people's houses and steal their shit because they can't shit
He
because
means
they
that
can't
literally,
eat.
P. Just to let you know it's not
Like-
funny, but he means that literally. Still
Like-
somebody else's shit.
They're stealing shit because they can't shit themselves because they're not eating. Fucking like there's no food. How can people die all the time? She was saying about a time that she saw a kid, not a kid, not a person, not an adult, a kid on the side of the road with his intestines going out. He was alive. He was walking. She can see his intestines falling off, and there's bugs around it. There's bacteria. There's bugs flying around it. And it was like, do you have food? Does anybody have food? That shit is so. And the way that she was saying it is that she was so mentally and emotionally blocked that she didn't even saw that as like, oh, she didn't blink. It was like, because that's the life that they live over there. She said, how can you fight back against an oppressive government if you don't know that you're being oppressed? They think that that's life. Oh, well, this is life. They don't have a word for love. They don't have a word for love. They don't know. You tell them, I love you, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? They don't know what countries are. Like, I'm talking about the average North Korean who doesn't have Wi-Fi and is... Because they don't have Wi-Fi
If I
either.
can dumb down a nation or dumb down a people to the point where I'm superior and I keep them at an education level that's so low,
Yeah.
I can do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
They don't know what shapes are. They don't know because nobody taught them. They don't know math. I guess you can tell, like, because somebody invented math, so they can tell by logic how many of what is here, and you can know. But they don't teach them math, science. They don't know about galaxies. They don't the amount of knowledge that they're being.
Yeah.
They don't know, and it's fucking sad to hear. And now when people speak out about it, they either silence them. That's why the U.S. is not even talking about it. Like North Korea and China, the governments are intertwined. So you know that we get a lot of shit from China. We get a lot of revenue and money from China, and this country is fucking greedy. So they just want the money.
It's money
And-
worth other people's lives. And here's a chance. That's what they say.
The movie for Fast and Furious, the last one,
Yeah.
it made $160 million the first week, something like that. 130 million worth came from China.
Wow.
Came from China alone.
Wow.
That's why John Cena, when he said that Taiwan, it was something like that. Y'all seen that?
No.
He said that Taiwan was a country or something. It was a conversation. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful country. He just, because it's not a country.
Yeah.
I can't remember what
It's a
the
city.
thing was. It's a city.
It's a city in a state.
Yeah. He had this man apologize in Mandarin. Fluent Mandarin. To all the people from China, I think it
So
was.
who really has the power is the question.
They got
If
it
I
from the
gotta
balls, bro.
apologize
Like,
to another country from where I'm at, who has the power?
Money.
money has the power.
Money. That's what it is.
You know what Ruben was talking about? Can you go?
Oh
Go.
man.
Elaborate. Take your time.
Shoot. Like what Ruben said is like it was like my first time hearing this conversation. You know, like it's sad, crazy. Like I can't imagine like being in a situation like that. You
No,
know,
that's
like,
the thing. They don't.
like-
They don't know how bad they got it.
like,
They don't know how bad they got it. Like,
you know, they think it's normal, I guess.
yeah,
But-
that's how she was saying it, because they don't know anything else. So how can you feel? If we know that there's in a galaxy out there, in the other side of the moon,
Yeah.
if we find out that the other side of the moon, there's humans living in perfect harmony, different races, everybody gets treated the same. There's no racism. How you doing, neighbor? How you doing? Hey, you want to come over for steaks tonight? Yeah, sure. Bring your family. Yeah. Oh, can I come to? Of course. Yeah. In perfect harmony, and we're like, damn. Why can't we be like that? We don't. We can. we don't know about a perfect place like that, so it's not like we're gonna feel bad about something that we don't know.
Yeah.
So
I think
they don't know, but it's like, how do you even fight this?
like
Where do you bring them? Where do you?
this is where I think this is where the U.S. military needs to come in. You know,
Yeah,
because like
they got their balls intertwined
yeah,
with them.
I
like,
understand that, but like we went to Iraq, Afghanistan, and all
no,
the damn
North Korea.
right?
They know what's
So,
happening in North Korea.
But based on what I'm hearing and from what I heard on the news, like on the internet, whatever, like
Yeah.
they're basically afraid of North Korea. 'Cause
Yes.
They got some heavy duty,
Yes.
you know, weapons and shit, you know, nukes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the only reason why they haven't stepped in as yet
Yeah.
and took charge. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're not that big.
No,
North
yeah,
Korea,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like a small island, whatever. So off the coast, wherever, South Korea, you know.
Just know with military size doesn't matter.
Hmm.
No, let's say the country. North Korea is that
Oh,
much
that-
bigger.
okay, yeah.
It don't really matter as far as how big the country is because
If they
Their military is huge.
If the
you know?
U.S. wanted to, they could plan a coordinated attack. Oh wait, no.
It wouldn't work.
Never
No.
mind. Never mind.
No.
Never
Cause
fucking
back in,
mind.
like,
I
all
forgot.
eyes, all
I forgot they
the
got. Yeah, never mind.
Because from what I heard, like South Korea is like basically you stand like by a fence, right, and see North Korea.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
anybody from North Korea or South Korea cross over that line is automatic war. So nobody
Exactly.
can edge past that.
That's the other
Bad
thing.
guy.
Before she escaped, they didn't have the things that I'm gonna say right now. Right now, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Just impossible to escape from North Korea. They got a fence, wired fence, electric fence. So even if you get past that, the field that there's mines all over, and there's 24/7 guards. So if they don't gun you down, you're gonna blow up. It's impossible to get out. Maybe underground if they invent
And you would need
How
some
to-
equipment. You know.
some tough equipment
Yeah.
that's gonna make noise and it's gonna
Hey
be
man, if I can
detected.
pick up poop, I can dig for walls. That's just like, I know it sounds crazy, but no man,
Oh,
life when life has you at a certain point, you can do some things.
Do whatever.
that
You
your
know.
No,
body-
yeah.
But it's leadership, and if they're not educated enough to do
They
that,
don't know
They're,
that
exactly. They're not.
you have
Yeah.
the leadership to educate yourself to get out.
there's
The only
no
hope is the president dies, and even then they're gonna find a new leader. That's probably
That's
gonna
the
worse.
same. Exactly.
So-
worse, bro.
You need a crash or be hit at one time. Pop, 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 each other. Ooh, I don't know how that happened. And then, ooh. And it can't be traced back to another person that did it. That's the only way you can get away with that.
That's-
With that being said, with that heavy story, you see the point I'm saying, man. No matter where in the world we talked about maybe 67 places, including America.
Yeah.
And no matter what, everywhere we go, somebody got some kind of drama.
Yeah.
Curse, sexism, hatred, rape, murder, stealing, pooping, stealing. I know it's funny. It's
Yeah.
funny to hear it, but it's not
It's
funny
not
to
funny.
see it and to understand that people have to go through this to survive.
Yeah.
And the fact
Sometimes,
that we're in
yeah.
the 21st century, we still hearing this show, man.
That's the craziest.
That's what bothers me.
That's the
bro.
craziest part
I
about it.
should hear
It's
about
like
this no more. I should be seeing flying cars and
You
stuff.
know, that's
and-
what I was saying earlier. Like, it should be better right now, but it's not. You know, and we all have our problems. You know, like each country have their own shit to deal with. You know. So,
Oh, by the way, but about the flying cars, you know that they could. I know it's completely off topic.
What's
but-
good?
No,
It calms the
but
train
that-
down. We don't want to be scared the whole
No.
time.
It's that it's possible for cars to float because of if you know how there's gravitational pull. If you get a negative pull and you can dial it, you can
You're on the Earth's magnetic field.
exactly. So if you can polarize the magnetic field, you can elevate and cruise around it.
I'm about to just put that up inside my body. Magneto.
How's
Moving around everywhere like, how's he doing this?
he doing it? I'm connected, baby.
Oh, all right, guys. So we're about to wrap this episode up. We're gonna let you go first. Please elaborate for a good minute and say your last words. We're gonna keep going through this thing. Any last words you want to say to our preacher pockaholics out there?
Yes. Good night. No. What I did want to say is, thank you, brother.
Oh, of course.
Once again, be fucking kind. Be fucking kind. You know, even if the person is being rude to you, be fucking kind. It helps you be a better person. Sometimes being the bigger person makes you bigger. That's what that's basically what it is. Just practice it. You're not gonna get it right. Probably not gonna get it right the first time. You're gonna have bumps in the road. Let's just all be fucking kind to each other. Cause
First, I want to say thank you for watching the Preacher Parker Show. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you liked a lot of things you've seen, you heard on this episode. I hope you got a lot of information. I don't expect you to agree with everything. It's normal. You're not supposed to agree with everything somebody says. You need to do your own research. There's a purpose for that. But I want to thank my good friend Ruben for coming through, dropping a lot of knowledge, giving a lot of information on what happens in other countries. And I want to also thank Keegan's Kitchen, aka Chef Keegan, for jumping on my show as well, dropping knowledge and talking about things that he was bothered to hear and things that's going on in the world. Make sure you check out Keegan's Kitchen on YouTube. He cooks a lot of great meals, excellent chef, and he actually be a personal chef too if you like him to be one. With that being said, I really hope you found this show informative. There was a lot that was going on in the world that I hope we could do things better. There's a lot of people in this world that's suffering all over the world. We can only help so much. So the first thing I always say is help your community first. Help your people that's your family, your friends, your loved ones, people you care about. After that, if you can help others and donate and bless others, be able to do that. People need us more than you could ever imagine. But I do thank you for watching this episode. It was a lot happening, like I said before. It's just sad. There's a lot of sadness. I really pray for better. I pray for more positive energy. I pray for the right mindset of people, and I pray for change. Change is not guaranteed, but I pray we change any way we can. So I thank you so much for being a part of this. Please subscribe, please share, and please comment. And most of all, God bless you. God bless your family, and please be safe out there. Thank you. Thank you so much. More episodes to come. Please enjoy. Thank you for being part of the Preacher Parker Show movement.